A blown head gasket isn't the root cause, it's the symptom. And if you only fix the symptom, it's likely to happen again. This airflow research cylinder head has a crater right next to the fire ring, 20 thousandths deep. Both heads have a bit of pitting across the entire surface. Before these go to the machine shop, let's see what really happened here to cause this damage. The first time out at the drag strip this year, this car got 2 passes in before everything went wrong. After the first pass, I noticed this thing just wouldn't stay cool, and it wasn't even that hot out. After the second pass, the track crew came and found me in the pits and says, "Hey, you're leaking water." Pulling the dipstick revealed that I had the forbidden milkshake, and it was way over full. Opened up the radiator. Guess what? My water level was down a very long way. After finding both of those things, I rolled it in the trailer and said, "We'll be back later." The teardown isn't a punishment. It's a diagnosis you get to do with your hands. My hope was that, it'd be something easy like, hey, I lost a spot on the intake manifold and it's just pouring water into the crankcase. That wasn't the case. After that first possible failure point was ruled out, I moved on to, did it just fail or did something kill it, knowing full well that head gaskets don't usually just fail unless there's a problem. After the first head came off, I noticed there was a lot of crap in places on the head gasket that I didn't think should have been that gross. And even before cleaning, I could see that there was problems. I could see the witness mark of where the firing was on the head, and I could see some dark staining that just seemed a little bit too ominous. And it was in that moment that I knew that there was a little bit more going on here, and this wasn't just going to be a swap the head gasket kind of job. When I pulled the second head off, I could see that it had the same level of crap that the first one did in all the wrong places. In the first look at the second head, I could see more of the same. The ominous staining that looks like it could be pitting, who knows what. This one perhaps looked a little bit worse than the driver's side. Because the damage seemed to be in 2 spots specifically, I had to turn my attention to the block and see what was really going on. And after rotating the engine around a little bit, I could see some things that were really not as good as I would like. All right, I think I found something. Let me know when you see it too. It looks like this is cylinder 2-4 had some issues right there along the bore, and there's a little bit of pitting right there at the very top. I don't see any of the other cylinders having that same difficulty. Well, maybe number 1 there just a little bit. But this one is the worst. I've got signs of a little bit more corrosion right here at the top, and it's worth noting that there's a carbon ring around all the cylinders, but this side seemed to be worse, and these 2 cylinders specifically were the worst of them all. The good news is that surface corrosion cleans up with a little bit of red Scotch-Brite and some WD-40. I started cleaning, and that was a process that took a very long time. After it was clean, the details get worse. I'm using a dulled razor blade because you don't want to use a sharp one or apply too much pressure. You'll gouge the cylinder head. And I'm also using some red Scotch-Brite. Don't use the green, too abrasive. And I'm also using it around one of my 1-2-3 blocks so that way I can scour the head surface of all the junk. That'll let me determine how much pitting is here and if I gotta have these things milled. Because it looked like cylinders 2 and 4 had the most pitting and junk going on. And the more I cleaned, something here started to stand out to me. You can see how there's some staining around the witness mark of the fire ring. The witness mark is just, you can see kind of the impression of where the head gasket lay. But this right here, you see that? That's big enough you get your fingernail caught in it, which means that's not exactly a small thing. And with it being right here next to the fire ring, you can see where pitting was encroaching on where the combustion chamber was. So here's what I'm seeing. I've got it, the indicator needle is 10 there. I'm going to roll it into the crater. And it looks like that would be 18 thousandths deep. And you wiggle it around, it kind of wants to go a little bit deeper, so figure 20 thousandths deep. And this one spot is just one of a couple of places. You can see it starting to get right here. That would be cylinder number 4, second one back. This one, you can see a bit of it over here. I mean, it's clear the passenger side head was the worst of them all. And all around the coolant ports, there's a fair bit of corrosion and pitting, but that's not the sealing surface that matters. That is right here. That pitting isn't the end of the world, but pitting here is. And I've already talked to the machine shop that's going to be doing the work. They seem to think this is going to be pretty easy to do. This shouldn't be that big of a deal, and they'll come back and they might be, a couple of thousandths decked, but not enough to really throw off my compression ratio or piston to valve clearance. Because that's a concern when you start shaving the head, is now everything gets closer to the pistons. I mean, I'm not opposed to a slight compression ratio bump. It's only 9.8 to 1. And here's the part of this that I have to own. I built this engine in 2005, senior year in high school. It's been together ever since. I put the Airflow Research cylinder heads on it in 2008. So these cylinder heads have been bolted down for 18 years. And in the entire time from 2005 till today, I've been racing this car. Drag strips only allow water only in the cooling system, because if something happens, that glycol-based coolant is an absolute disaster to clean up. So water has been being run through this engine all 18 years. During my high school era and shortly after, this was my daily driver until I got my 85 Regal over here. But after that time, it saw water only in the cooling system. Come wintertime, I'd drain the water out of it, make sure everything's happy, and put it away for the winter. And here's where we get to the real problem. Water doesn't offer any corrosion protection. A lot of times tracks even say no water wetter, which has some corrosion protection aspects to it. And as I've come to do a little bit of chemistry and dissimilar metal work, come to find out that perhaps draining it was the worst possible thing I could do for it, because now there's air next to where all this stuff is. And where there's air, water, and dissimilar metals, corrosion is bound to happen. And earlier this year, it said, nope, we're done. There's problems. Shut it down. Now, after I stopped to think for a minute, I really shouldn't be surprised that this is what the cylinder heads look like. If anything, I should be surprised that they're as good as they are. And it's not like the head gaskets just decided to betray me. This is a process that I've been creating for a very long time. I ran this car in conditions that are very hard on those aluminum heads. And that crater is the price I have to pay for not doing something about this sooner. And when this goes back together, you can bet I'm going to be looking for ways to reduce the possibility of corrosion in this engine. And that leaves 3 questions. Can these heads be surfaced and saved? Is there any cracks aside from the damage in that crater? And 3, are there any problems with any of the valve train stuff, the valves, the seats, anything else? I mean, these heads have been running this car in less than perfect conditions for a very long time. And after 2 passes, milkshaking the oil, we're going to find out if this crater is the only problem, if there's more hiding beneath the surface. Thanks for watching. And now you too can avoid this problem down the road. Hey, look, no headers. And also the oil filter did have to come out of the way to get the header off.